Well, good morning. I'm by myself to start with. We'll see if anybody pops on. Otherwise, I'm doing my makeup for myself live on YouTube. So hopefully somebody comes on. I don't know how to invite people. Let's see. Anything I can do? Nope, 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 nope. Hmm. I know. Oh, somebody's on. Somebody's here. Cool. Hi, whoever you are. Say something in the chat, please. This is my first live, so I'm like totally a fish out of water, and I feel like I've got like seriously fuzzy hair going on today. Oh, it's just me. I'm going to give it a few minutes here to see if anybody else pops on before I actually start putting a face on, though I've kind of put my eyebrows on because if you've seen any of my TikToks or my Instagram pics without makeup, man, I got none. Oh, they went away. Okay. Oops. Let's do this. Ooh, hello. Somebody's here. Say hi in the comments if you would. That'd be great. I was just posting a picture for Instagram that says, "Hey, I'm live now. Come join." Just because I don't know who else is going to be here. This is my first one, so I'm going to get started in like 3-4 minutes, and do a whole like get ready with me. Ooh, throwing my phone. This is like a preview to my new studio that I'm going to be working on. This is my new backdrop. Kind of looks like my little um, Colleen's Glamorous Life end cards that I put on my videos. Um, but I haven't put the studio together, so you're in front of my desk, which means I have about this much room between me and you to put all my makeup. Ooh, definitely need to build a studio. Oh, and I'm going to be competing with a Sigma Beauty live on Instagram, it looks like. Oh, well. They'll probably get more views than me for sure. Okay. Ah. So I'm scheduled to start at 10 o'clock. I got one person here. You haven't even said hi yet. Say hi in the chat. You know, it should be open. If it's not, I don't know. Is it open? Oh, it's just me so far. Okay. Now the question is, can I actually, I'm hoping I can post this live later. I should be able to. Well, whether I can or not, hello world, I'm Colleen and welcome to my glamorous life. And once again, those quotes are because glamour is what you make of it, not anything else. So it's the end of 2020. Thank God. I'm so over this year, it's not even funny. And I know just about everybody out there completely agrees with me. So today I'm going to do a live get ready with me. This is my first live on YouTube, so we'll see how it goes. If you pop in and I'm just jamming away here, please throw a comment. Yes, she can talk. Throw a comment in the chat and let me see you're here. It's just me, so it may take me a minute to realize there's a comment over there, but that's okay. So I'm going to start today with my all-time favorite lip balm ever. This is the Kosas Sport Baseline. It is a clear lip balm. It's a hyaluronic acid lip balm, which is awesome because what hyaluronic acid does is it's what they call a humectant. It pulls the moisture in from the outside. And right now, with as dry as it is, we've got a humidifier running in the bedroom like 24/7. And I don't know if you can hear it. I've got my heater running because I'm in my garage and it's freezing. Now, if you're on the East Coast and you see this, you're going to look at me like I'm insane because we're probably in the mid 50s and that's not cold. to some people, but to this little California bunny, it's cold. So I've already washed my face and put my skincare on, but I always, before I start my actual makeup, will put on my lip balm, whether it's this one or I have a lip treatment from Hanalei that I got in my Ipsy bag this month, which I absolutely love. It's kukui nut, and when I was in Hawaii a few years ago, I fell in love with kukui nut oil, and I haven't had any in my possession in a while. So when this came in the bag, I was like, ooh, 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 I've been wearing that every night, and it makes a huge difference. I have what they call smoker's lines. Yes, I was a smoker years ago, hanging my head in shame, but it has made a huge difference on the lines of my lips. Being almost 50, all of this is kind of starting to lose its back up there, you know? Okay, so the next step is going to be our Makeup Forever. This is the step one. I don't know if I can get you to read that or not. Focus, focus, focus. It's not going to focus. This is the Base Hydrant, the hydrating primer. Especially in the winter, I use a lot of hydrating products. If for no other reason, then I have exceptionally dry skin to start with. So in the mornings, I'm washing my face and I'm putting on a hydrating toner, hydrating serums, moisturizer, and then a hydrating primer. Because if I don't do this, my skin is so dry that the makeup just literally cakes on. It doesn't matter how lightly I put it on, it will break up and cake up really easy on my skin. So this just gives a little bit of extra moisture and foundation on there, so it makes it nice. And I want to go a little full coverage today, so I'm going with the Ordinary's. Come on, focus. I'm still getting used to the computer. This is the coverage foundation in the color 2.0 YG, which is a yellow gold undertone. So 2 pumps of this is like way more than I really need, but yeah, I'm going to be extra today. So I take Dampen Beauty Blender. This is a Morphe blender, actually. It's their contour blender, which I absolutely love because of the square edge. I can get right up under things. And I'm going to start in the middle. You know what? I'm going to, bear with me. I'm going to move stuff around. I dropped my blush. It's okay. I'm just going to put this mirror here so I can actually see what I'm doing, because it looks great on camera, but I'm looking here going, ooh. So I have a mirror below me just in case. Because once again, as you get older, you can't see anything. Okay. And I'm not smearing the foundation. I'm kind of bouncing it in. I kind of bounce pretty close because it moves it a little better. But I am bouncing it on there. And I bounce up into my hairline because as I've gotten older, the hairline has receded slightly. I didn't realize that until I found my headshot from the early 90s. And I've got my hair all done out. And my haircut has pretty much been similar most of my life. I've had either all one length or long layers. And when I got to that picture, I looked and I'm like, oh, wow, I had a much shorter forehead then. But that's because this is the side I usually part when I wear it down. All right, let me just make sure I don't have any major miss spots here other than around my eyes, because I'm not putting my concealer on yet. This mirror is great. This is something I got in a benefit deal. It was like, buy this and get this for free. It's a little makeup pouch. I love it. As I put it right in front of the camera so you can't see anything. That seems to be my biggest problem since I started my YouTube channel, is making sure that whatever I'm doing is on camera. And while I love my new desktop, my husband was nice enough to get me so I could do all this, the camera on it, in my opinion, isn't as good a quality as my my actual camera. I have a really nice Canon that I use normally, and I get much better quality video, in my opinion. You tell me. All right, so I have my foundation on. I have my lip balm on. I am going to now go into my eyes. And the reason I do this is I haven't put my concealer on down here yet. So if I need to remove anything with makeup remover. I'm not removing all of my foundation and everything and all my cover up. So this is, my husband gets in my case when I do these because I don't show him. This is the Stuck on You. This is by the Beauty Chop, C-H-O-P. I don't know if you can see that. My ring light's like glaring off of it. It is the Beauty Chop is the company. It's Stuck on You. And I forget which one of my subscriptions I got this in, but I really like it because it's kind of a beige color. But it's not like super heavy, because that's the one thing I didn't like about some of the eye primers I've done. And I have just found that I have to use an eye primer anymore because the crepiness that you get as you get older, everything just sits right down into every little wrinkle and crease where you don't want it to and doesn't stay where you want it to. So this just kind of helps. My eyeshadow stays pretty good almost all day with this, which is great. So I just put that on with my ring finger, and the ring finger just kind of warms it up against my eyelid. You can use a brush. I've used a brush, but I find I get better blending with my finger. Yeah, see, as I look here, I missed a couple spots. But I get better blending with my finger than I do a brush because it does warm up the product. And this is a pretty, it's kind of like almost like a putty in texture, which is kind of nice because it's going to actually help everything stick on. Now I'm excited because I finally got the Urban Decay Stoned palette, the full one. I did a tutorial with their Mini Gems palette, which I absolutely loved. But this one, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like things that sparkle a lot. This is really pretty. So I'm going to start with this and just look at those colors. Can you even see that? So you got 4 mattes and 8 kind of multi-chrome, I guess is what you call them, shimmers, and they're kind of like chunky and fine in the blend in the, oh my god, chunky and fine in the formulation. So hello, whoever just came on, please say something in the comments. Let me know who's here. Oh my goodness. I have to have my coffee. It's horrible. And I just lost. You ever lose your train of thought? I do that all the time. You should see me. I probably throw out about half again as much, if not more, of my videos when I'm recording them. So I'm going to go into the color Antidote, which is this one here. It is kind of a peachy color. And this is what I call my fluffy flat brush. And we're going to knock the extra off of that because there's always extra. And let me just, right on my lid. And this just kind of prevents anything from moving around when I put it on there. And ooh, I do like that. Can you see the difference in the color already? Okay. Other side. Do not put the mirror in front of the camera, Colleen. Oh my goodness. I know I talk to myself a little bit in my regular videos, but you're going to see exactly how much I really talk to myself when I'm filming today. Okay. So that's going to give me that base on my lid itself. And what am I feeling today? I'm wearing black. This is my Mama Life shirt from the Delilah Ray Boutique. I love them. They're great. Am I feeling purple? Am I feeling blue? Hold on a minute, because I've got something else in the cooking up in the, I want to, hold on. I have these beautiful glitters that I got from Lit Glitter, and I got to decide which one I want to use. I use that one, I use that. Ooh. Why don't we go purple? Yeah. We're going to go purple. We're going to go purple today. I've been doing a lot of purple and like burgundy wine and red lately, but I don't know. I like it. Okay. Fluffy brush. This is a crown brush that I got from, I think, BoxyCharm. Going into the color Third Eye. It's this purple matte. This is kind of a nice color. I like it. And I'm just going to go on the outside here. I'm going to kind of swirl that in there, and then I'm going to bring that over in that little windshield wiper mode. So I want most of the color on the outer edge there. See if I can remember to turn. All right, here we go. There we go. Same problem I always have in that eye. Oh, well. Okay, so that gives me that foundation for the purple. Now, I'm going to go in with, oh, my flat brushes are all being done. This is a little flat brush, also from Crown. And I'm going to go into the color Vibes, I think. Yeah, Vibes, right here. It's hard to tell here, but it's kind of a plummy shimmery. I don't know if you can see it on there or not. Let me see. Yeah, kind of, not really. But I'm going to take that on this outer corner here. Now you can kind of see it. Okay. And the other side. And I want to go full glam, so I'm going to go, before I finish my lid, I'm going to go with this Opal Aura, which is this kind of bluish, it's kind of a pinky purple reflex in it, on my finger. Ooh, this is going to be good. Up here on my brow with that. I wish the camera on this computer was better. You could actually see it. It's just, you catching the light there? Okay. Camera here, mirror here, camera, mirror. Okay. Okay, in for the glitter. This is Lit Cosmetics Night Move. My friend Angelina did a live with them on Instagram not too long ago, and I checked it out, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta go look. So I went and looked, and I found this. This is their pressed glitter palette. It's a shade shift jewel tones. Look at this. Now this, the camera almost does justice to. Look at how shimmery those are. And I wore this yesterday and did a look for it yesterday and really, really loved it. So today I'm going to pick up something really bright. I'm going to go with the Into the Groove, which is this bright, bright purple right here. And here again, we're just going to go on the finger. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. I haven't taken the plastic off that mirror yet. Set that down. Okay. And I'm going to go right in here. Now they also have a glue base that I want to say it's Jody. I'm so sorry if I got the name wrong. She sent me a little note saying, here, I'm giving you some glue to try out, and you can put the glue on first. It'll help it really stick well. I didn't have any problem with it sticking without the glue for the pressed powder. They sent me a sample of a loose glitter, and it worked really well on that. But today I wanted to just do it loose. So trying not to drop it everywhere either. Look at how bright that is. I love it. I'm trying to decide what I want to do in the corner. All right, let me get the other side. Ah, look at that. Isn't that is just really pretty. And you can just kind of layer it on until you get it where you want it. And this, one thing, oops, I always do that. One thing I've always found with pressed glitters is that they tend to be kind of oily and want to move around as you're trying to pick them up. This one, it's soft, but it's not gloppy. Like some of them, I had one and it was almost like they just mixed Vaseline with the glitter. That's how it felt in my hand. This doesn't feel like that. This feels more like a pressed shadow in texture. And they are vegan, for starters. And in addition to being vegan, they also do their glitters with a rounded edge. So instead of a sharp square piece of glitter poking you, they round it off, which is kind of nice. So that makes it really, really neat. I got a little piece of adhesive tape over here to get it off my finger with. All right, now we need to get that inner corner sparkly here. How am I going to do that? Oh, I know. My all-time favorite Jeffree Star palette right now happens to be Jawbreaker. It always will be because I love the colors, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit pan on the shade Jawbreaker because this is my favorite. It's a gold reflex shimmer, and I use this for highlighting anywhere, really. So like this inner corner right here that I want to pop. Actually, I got a mirror on this one I can use. I'm just going to run that in there and up and around. See that lightened up right in the corner? I love this shade. So if for any reason Jeffree or any of his people happen to, upon the recording of this later, because I don't have anybody on right now, Jeffree, you need to make singles so that we can order like single shades when we run out, because I'm going to hit pan. But I will probably order another one of these someday when I run out because I do like it a lot. Okay, so there's that. Oh, we need more glitter. We need more glitter. Always need more glitter. I'm going to go back to my night moves because I'm thinking that outer edge just needs more. Okay, we're going to go in with Hip Hop, which is the one next to the Into the Groove. This one right here. It's a very deep kind of red purple. Ooh, and I haven't even hit it yet. There we go. Hadn't even touched it yet, so. Because we're going to go full glit. Full glitter! My husband will be like, as long as I don't have glitter in my underwear. And there's a story behind that. I washed his underwear in a load with an outfit I had that had glitter on it. He was not happy. Because glitter comes off in the wash. Note to self, don't do that again. Okay, oops. Let's see where we're at. The eyes always take me the longest. I swear I take more time doing my eyes than anything else. I got like massive glitter fallout going on. And that's my own fault because that's the eye that I always have fallout on. So let me get the glitter off my finger again. I think we're going to go with a little glitter in the corner too. I'm going to go in with... I want to keep it lighter on the inside, but I want to kick it up a little. I think I'm going to go in with Dancing Queen because it's like that bronzy gold. I'm going to take a brush for this one because I want to place it just so. You know what? No, I'm going to leave that on there. Okay. And I used Dancing Queen the other day when I did, or yesterday. The other day. It was yesterday when I did my last glitter look, and I really liked it. You got to get it picked up. See, that's why your fingers work best, because when you pick up glitter, it doesn't necessarily stick to the brush really well. That's okay. I want to be a little more precise about where I put this than my finger will let me today. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we're talking some glitz. Did I get it in my eye? Ooh. Ever have that happen? If you do happen to pop some glitter in your eye inadvertently, rather than rubbing at your eye or anything, grab a Q-tip and just very carefully swipe it off your eye without blinking. Because if you start blinking and you start rubbing, you're going to get that glitter up and over your cornea, and rounded corners or not, you could end up scratching something. So there we go. I did get a little in my eye, but I got it out. Where's my brush? There's my brush. Yeah, that did what I want. Look at that. I told you we're going. I'm call me a drag queen today. I don't care. I am not half as good as a drag queen when it comes to this stuff. Let me tell you. I did learn a neat trick for removing glitter if you put it on your lipstick, if you do like a full glitter lip. And I found it works a little bit on your eyes too. Piece of Scotch tape will help remove the glitter so it doesn't like stick around too much. Move the thing so they can see what you're doing. There we go. Okay. Ooh, wow. Really glittery. I like it. I like it like that. Okay. We'll set that aside. Set that aside for now. We'll do under the... I always wait to do my under eyes until I... How come I don't show my kids? Oh, well, they've been on TikTok with me, a couple of them, and it's their choice if they want to be shown or not. I just don't show them because they don't want to do all this. I might do something with one of my daughters later. I don't know, but I can show them later. I've done TikToks. If you saw on Instagram, there's a TikTok of my daughter and I doing, do you want to brine a turkey to the tune of, do you want to build a snowman? So she and I, that's my middle child. My son was briefly seen walking through the archway when I did the Christmas video that was on Instagram and Facebook. My oldest daughter just hasn't wanted to do anything yet. That's why. To them. Oh, yeah. Definitely got to. I do find it sweet, and I want to be considerate of them because it's their life. I'm not dragging them into this, other than the fact that I tell everybody that I have 3 teenagers, and actually, as of this spring, I will only have 2 teenagers because the oldest will be leaving the teens. So, and then it's back to being mom of 2 teenagers. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that one of them is technically an adult and one of the others is soon to be technically an adult. You hit 18 in the US, you're an adult. I refuse to accept that I have adult children. Okay. I have found my holy grail concealer now, and I never thought I would find it through ColourPop. This is you can't even see it, Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and this one is in the shade Light 40N, I think. I really should have brought my glasses with me. But I love this because I don't have to set it. It doesn't crease under my eyes, and I think it's because it's got the hyaluronic acid in it. It doesn't dry everything out, even if I do set it. I still have some glitter under my eyes, but you know what? I don't care today. I'm going to be sparkly because if anybody wants to complain, I'm going to blame it on 2020. Okay, so I just take the same sponge that I put my foundation on. Once again, this is the Morphe contour sponge. I don't know why sponges are like this. Most of them, they're all pointy or rounded off because for me, I want to be able to get in. So I like this. I like this. So is it Spokety Weeb? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Where are you watching from? Because I don't know where everybody watches this from. You know, since I just started this in October, I'm sure I know quite a few of my subscribers personally from your phone. Well, I figured that much. What part of the world are you? US, California, Britain? I don't need exact locations, okay? I'm not GPS tracking anybody here. I love that though. That's my phone. That's the perfect answer. Okay, so I've got my concealer on. We're going to get under the eyes. I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay palette. And once again, is that not gorgeous? I mean, seriously, who puts like crystal gem, like rock gems on palettes? Oh, the USA. Okay, cool. Who puts crystal gems on palettes? I love it. Okay, so I have kind of one of my medium pencil brushes. Pencil brushes. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to go back in with that Vibes, which was the first. I used that under the outside here before I put the Night Moves glitter on. So I'm going to go back in, oops, Vibes, not Meditate. Vibes! I want Vibes. Because I want to get a little bit of color under my eye. A lot of people, when they get older, they don't do under eyes at all. And they don't line them, they don't put mascara, nothing, because they figure, oh, it draws attention. It depends on your face, in my opinion. Let's put a little third eye under there because that's not showing up really well. Depends on your face, in my opinion. I mean, if you've got like really crinkly under eyes or like very few lower lashes or whatever, then don't put stuff underneath, I guess. I have enough lower lashes that if I don't put mascara on the bottom, somebody looks at me and goes, oh, my favorite types of chips. Lay's Limon. They've got, I don't know if it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be lime limon. Yeah. But it's, oh, my Spanish sucks. But they're covered in like a citric acid powder, and I just like that. It's kind of like, it's like a salt and vinegar chip with a little bit of a kick. So that's my favorite. All right, let me get the other side here. And yeah, definitely feel free to ask any questions. I will answer to the best of my ability or willingness, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to go in with Raw Energy now for the kind of the inner corner, because I love Raw Energy, but I'm using the same brush because I'm kind of blending it together here. Oh, you've never heard of them? Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. In California, they're around. It's in a green Lay's bag, and it says Limon, Limon. I think there's an accent on the O, I think. You probably get them on Amazon. I don't know. Haven't looked. But so if you've never heard of those, probably my second favorite, probably like plain kettle potato chips. Probably my second favorite. I like the Maui kettle chips. I like the what's the other one? There's another one, I can't think of the name of it now, but I used to get it at Trader Joe's. Yeah, I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area, so we have some really diverse foods. Like really close to me, I have two grocery stores, like hop, skip, and a jump. I could practically spit at them from where I'm at, and they're both Asian stores, which is awesome because I love ramen, and my family and I cook ramen all the time. So, all right, eyeliner. I did a swatch video yesterday of the ColourPop wine collection, and I realized as I was editing and posting that I didn't swatch the eyeliner. This is the Wine Not ColourPop eyeliner. Look at that. It's just this beautiful deep wine, and I think I'm going to use that today. But this I will need the mirror for because I'm blind as a bat otherwise. I will try and remember to keep the mirror out of the camera. And I'm just following the edge. I don't even need to clean up the edge of that. I love it. Okay, I make weird faces doing eyeliner and mascara and stuff. That's a lot of the reason why when I do videos, I say, I'm going to go off camera and do my eyebrows or my eyeliner and all this, and I'll come back because I make weird faces. I got enough wrinkles. You don't need to see more. Ooh, I like this. This is great. Look at that. You see that? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I haven't figured out how to hook up my fancy camera to the computer to use it instead of using the on computer camera. So my quality isn't as good as I'd like today. Okay, let's see if I can do the, I don't know why things like keep dimming out on me here. I don't know if I can do the other eye as well as I did the first eye. Let's see. Okay. Is COVID higher down there? Yeah, we're looking at pretty much no ICU beds. I mean, I'm not quite as bad as Southern California in our area, but we're on the lovely lockdown again. But it, the lockdowns haven't totally affected my family because my oldest and my husband are considered essential workers in their jobs. Fortunately, neither one works in a hospital, but still, we've had our share of COVID scares because they come in contact with people all the time. So, which I love dearly because I have a form of rheumatoid arthritis and I take a couple of medications, including the lovely hydroxychloroquine that the president touted, um, that actually lower my immune system. So I have to be a little careful. But at this point, I'm of the opinion it's not if or when. Do they wear their masks? Oh, yes. Yes. When this whole thing started, I actually made my husband a custom mask because he has a bit of a prominent nose and always had a hard time finding masks that would stay covering his nose and his chin without, when he would have to talk and stuff. And he has to be able to communicate in his job, but he needed to be able to wear a mask. So I made him a custom mask. And I actually started making those before they made masks absolutely mandatory around here. He was actually out of the area when the first round of lockdowns hit and was flown back home like immediately and then went back to his regular job because he has two jobs. And the mask requirement went into effect like right after I started making masks for the whole family. So I made masks for everybody. We've bought several masks. My daughter regularly purchases new masks. She buys the surgical type for her job. So yeah, we don't leave the house without them. I think there's been twice where I've accidentally walked into my local Starbucks and they go, "Yo, Colleen." And I turn around and walk back out because I've gotten out of the car as habit, even after, 9 months? And I just forget to put it on. Okay, pardon me. Dropped this earlier. This is, can you even see that? My True and Luscious Lucky Glow palette that came in BoxyCharm? I think it was BoxyCharm. And it's a well-loved palette, as you can see. My mirror is covered in dust. I just love this one. Shade Good Fortune here is one of my favorite contours. Do you like chocolate? Oh, yes, I love chocolate. When we moved out of the Bay Area when we first got married, and when we moved back, we moved downwind from one of the Ghirardelli chocolate factories. So I always thought my neighbors were making brownies all the time until I realized where the factory was. And I'm like, this is not good for a chocoholic. Yeah, I made tons of fudge for Christmas this year that I gave out to family and friends. It's one of my favorite things to do. So it's condensed milk and chocolate chips and vanilla. And then I made Rocky Road, peppermint, and I made a peanut butter fudge that I mixed with the chocolate fudge. That was pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, chocolate and me. I was stoked when I was Christmas shopping and I popped into the Godiva shop to pick up some hot chocolate for the kids and found out that my monthly Godiva rewards, instead of, because you get one free piece a month, and it used to be if you didn't get your piece that month, you were out of luck. Well, during all of COVID, they've been collecting them, so I walked out with 9 free pieces of hazelnut cream hearts. My favorite, by the way, just so you know. Okay, this is the color Royal Flush. This is the blush that's in there. And my mom always tells me I don't put enough blush on. I feel like I walk out of the house looking like a clown. And then I go outside and I sit down in the car and I'm like, oh my God, I have like no blush on. What happened? What do I think of TikTok? Well, I just started TikTok last month, I think. A friend of mine kept telling me, you should really do TikTok. You do great. You could do makeup on TikTok and stuff. And I'm like, okay. My daughter got me hooked on it. She has her own TikTok. Don't ask me what her handle is. I don't remember. And she does cosplay. And so I was watching her do stuff, and then I started kind of joining in on a few of them, and I've done some duets and stuff, and done a couple of my own. It's not too bad. I've done a couple of makeup, like transformation ones. I just did one 2 days ago, I think, was my last one. And then I did one for Christmas with, you do the whole brush in the camera thing. So it's not too bad. I'm what they consider like way too old for TikTok, apparently, because somebody said, if you were born in the 90s, then you're too old to be on my page or be on TikTok. And I'm like, sweetheart, I probably am old enough to have had kids in the 90s. I didn't, but I'm old enough. Okay, where am I at? We got blush, we got the highlighter. I forgot my highlighter. I'm going to go back to this Pots of Gold. This is one of my go-to highlighters. Yeah, I want to do more TikTok. I think I've kind of found my calling because I follow makeup artists and drag queens and you name it. As long as you're not trying to tell me who to believe in, what to believe, and yeah, I'm that kind of. I'm like, let everybody believe what they want. Just don't try and make me believe your beliefs. It's like the only thing I want people to believe that I believe is that there is no age for makeup. There's no age expiration when it comes to wearing makeup or anything. I mean, granted, most 50-year-olds aren't going to go out of the house wearing this much glitter. I don't care. I'm going to. As soon as I figure out where I put the mascara. Well, I thought I grabbed my Laura Mercier. I usually use the Laura Mercier Lash Boss. It's one of my favorite, but it's way back in the back of the house. What age do you think it's okay to have a public Insta? I am of the opinion that minimum of 13 for any social media, and my kids until they're 18, I have the logins to all of their social media, and they know at any moment I will go, give me your phone, log me in, whatever, that I'm allowed to look at everything. So they don't do anything that I don't know about online. In fact, their email also comes to my phone, so I can see what's going on. My oldest found out the hard way because I had her email on my phone, and she had a Tumblr account, I think it was, and hadn't told me. She got an email, and I went, "What's your Tumblr login?" So I'm pretty trusting when it comes to my kids. They've been pretty good. Oh, what did I tell you? This is the It's So Big Elizabeth bought. So I'd say 13 minimum. A lot depends on how mature your kids are. My son doesn't have. I mean, he follows stuff on Reddit and he does YouTube and stuff like that, but he doesn't have his own like Instagram account or TikTok or anything like that. The only time he's been on TikTok is when he's in my video or one of his sisters. But that's his choice. He chose not to really do it. So a lot depends on the maturity. If you've got a really immature 13-year-old, I'd say hold off. If you think they're mature enough to handle it and you are willing to take the time to monitor it, then let them on there. But under 13, no. Most of the terms of service, I know Facebook, and I'm pretty sure Instagram, since they're now owned by Facebook, the minimum age is 13. And if you're under 13, I cringe. I've seen kids who are like way young, they're like 11, and mom or dad has given them their social media account. They don't know about their social media account. And I've seen some pictures of kids that it's like, sweetie, I love you, but that's not right. So definitely like to wait until they're mature enough and they know that they're being monitored by mom or dad, or both. I've actually worked in social media in some form or another for years. I was a chat host and board host on AOL. That's how I paid for my internet. Yeah. Like woo. Okay. Where are my parents? Well, let's see. My mom's on the East Coast now. She lives with my brother. And my dad is, I have no idea where. He has a motorhome and he and my stepmom travel around the country. And I find out where they are when they call me. um, my parents, internet wasn't a thing when I was a kid. We got dial-up briefly when I was a senior in high school. We had one of the original Macintoshes and we had the phone on the side that you had to dial the number to get online. And yeah, that never went anywhere. We didn't get actual internet until I was 20 something. And I didn't start doing AOL until about 2000-ish when I got married and found out that if you were a chat or board host, you could get your AOL for free. And being a newly married couple, not having a lot of money, I got the internet for free. Now I pay for everything. Okay. I'm not sure I like that big lash. This is not real. I mean, I've got like mascara on, but you can't really see it. Okay. Ooh, we're going to go with the fancy ones. This is my little lash vault. I got this for like $5. You can get them cheap online, but these are like my regular go-to lashes. It's like when I wear out a pair, I take it out, I put a new pair in. And these are Be Natural, I think. I get them at Walmart. If you hear a dog barking, that's Nova. She's my pit bull, and I have lost my tweezers and everything. She is, there they are. She's featured in one of my TikToks. I know what I'm saying. I do. Okay. These are like minky double lashes. Like I really need double lashes. You should do a morning routine, like just a makeup routine or a skincare routine or both. Because usually when I'm filming, it's usually first thing in the morning because I haven't put anything on. But if you want like an everyday, like just getting ready routine type thing or something simple, both. Okay. Well, I can definitely do that. I'll have to set up. It's kind of hard to film by the sink just because it's kind of like the cruddy area in my room, but I will see what I can do. I'll have to, if I do a skincare, somebody's got to seriously tag like Hiram or Robert Walsh and Robert Walsh, I'm going to say it right, and have them like review it just so I can get like clout through them or something. No. Not necessary. So I use the Kiss strip lash adhesive. This is their latex free because one of my kids is actually allergic to latex and I found it was making my eyes itch. So why not skip it? And I put that on and I just set my lashes down while I'm doing the other ones to let it kind of dry on. And now looking down, trying to drop it on top of my lashes, which is always hard because if you've seen any of my videos, you know I have like a double row of lashes, which is kind of like the Liz Taylor thing. They're very pale now as I've gotten older, but it's always hard to get the lashes to sit on top of them. So I will, just for you, since you're so nice and you've been stuck it, hold on. Just for you, since you're so nice and you've been here and you've been asking me questions and making my life feel more like a real life, I appreciate it. I will do next week's video. The first one will be a morning routine. How's that sound? Will you watch it if I do that? I hope. Now I have more trouble with this eye. This is why I started with this eye, because this is the one I always have trouble with. Okay, let's see if I can stick it on there. Okay, so for the morning routine, do you want like basic makeup or do you want like Instagram, what have you? So if you've looked at my Instagram, you will see that I've done both, and I've got it. I have to touch up the corner of the stupid, sorry. Every now and then my glue dries before I can get the corners down. All right, let that chill for a minute. There we go. Okay. See, this side goes on so much easier. What is it about my right eye? I have more problems with, it's my left side of the body. It's got all sorts of stuff. Okay, let's see if I can get that corner down now. Come on, get back there. I have more trouble with corners. There we go. Ooh, lashes. I didn't used to like wearing false lashes because I used to wear them on stage all the time because I did stage work, and it was always like, okay, peel them off at the end of the day. The older I get, the more I like them because my lashes have gotten so light. Even though I have like the double row, they've gotten so light that I feel like I have to wear way too much mascara otherwise. And I like wearing just like a single coat of mascara. Okay, where are we at? We've got, I didn't bring setting spray. I don't think I need it because my face feels pretty good. So lipstick. I really want to use this. I got this in my Jeffree Star mystery box. It's the gloss and the color Spank Me. But I don't want to use it by itself. So let's see. We kind of went purple. I have my collection of ColourPop lippy sticks and lip pencils. Lippy pencils. I love them. So this is the color I Heart This. I think that'll work. Yeah, it's not too bad. Thing of it is I put lipstick on in the morning and then it doesn't matter because if I'm not going anywhere, I never touch it up. And if I am going anywhere, I've got to have a mask on. And for some reason lately, it doesn't matter what lipstick I wear. I take my mask off and it looks like, I don't know, I look like a bad whatever. It's it's all smeared around my mouth. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? All right, this works. This is Heart On. This is a lippy pencil and Heart On. And I always try to use a lip pencil, lip liner, because stuff bleeds into the little fine lines. All right. I don't know why I put the mirror down. Here we go. Ooh, okay. You're back. I missed you. I was asking, and I didn't catch that you'd popped off. Do you want a like Instagram look, everyday look? What kind of makeup look do you want? Because I promise next week I'm going to do a morning routine just for you because you were here and you interacted and I love you. Thank you. Every day. Okay, I can do that. That's super easy. That's actually my favorite thing to do. I love playing with makeup, and I've always had a very large collection of makeup, but for the longest time, it was like I hardly wore anything because we were remodeling our house when COVID started, and I was out literally refinishing cabinets. And I found it kind of didn't need to have makeup on type thing. It's like I always have to do my eyebrows because literally they're pale as all get out and you can't see them. But I just didn't do makeup. And now that I've started doing this, I've been wearing more and more and more and more and doing a lot of really like glam eyes and stuff like that. But I love doing everyday looks too. Okay, so this was, in case you missed it, this was the I heart this matte ColourPop lippy stick from my collection. I got the little vault. I love it. And the lip liner was Heart On. Makes sense, right? And I got in my Jeffree Star mystery box of a gloss in Spank Me. I love his names. I mean, love the guy or hate the guy. He comes up with the most odd names for stuff, but I have yet to find a product of his that I don't like when I get it, which surprises me. It really does. Okay, I'm going to make this a little more glittery just because it's New Year's Eve and I'm doing the glitter thing today. And I'm going to go into the burlesque here and just pat that on the lips. And like I said, I got a trick for removing the glitter from the lip after the fact from a drag queen of all places on TikTok. You take a piece of Scotch tape and you just press it gently over your lip and pull the glitter off before you wash your face. Do I have any scary stories to tell? Probably. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So growing up, I lived in a little house in Salinas, California, which is 30 minutes from Monterey, thereabouts. It's the lettuce capital of the world. And the house that we lived in when I was little was built for my grandparents. So it was built in the 60s, so it's not very old. My dad at the time worked for Firestone Tire and Rubber, which was one of the big employers in the area. And he would go back to Akron, Ohio, which is where Firestone, all the rubber people, they went for stuff. And I would know that my dad was on a business trip. Yet I would swear that I'd see my dad like walk in front of a door all of a sudden. And for years, I would like think it was dad. And then I was like, okay, wait, no, dad's not here. And I'd be like, oh my God, there's something scary about the house. Come to find out, I wasn't the only person seeing this thing. My mom saw it. My aunt saw it. My grandmother saw it. And it wasn't just this house, because even after we moved, went to a different house, my dad was still doing business trips, we would still see it. And it turns out anytime the family needed any kind of protection, this shadow would show up. And it was never like a clear thing. It was always like a shadow person. My grandmother actually had a ghost that followed her across country, and she called him Knocker because whenever she needed comfort or whatever, she would hear on the wall. And Knocker stayed with her for years and years and years. And after my grandmother died, my mother had been the one taking care of her. She had Alzheimer's, and she came home from the funeral, and she said that evening she heard, and that was the last time she heard it. And it was just this spirit. So yeah, our family is notorious for having like premonition type things. Like I was, I think eight or nine, and I was helping family friends sell chili at a Catholic bazaar. I'm not Catholic, but that's okay. And they had it in a wok, an electric wok with a cord, and the cord just draped across everything. And I tripped over the cord, spilling the chili on the back of my leg. I was fortunately wearing cowboy boots, so I only had like a little V burn on the back of my leg, and it wasn't too bad. But my mom knew exactly when it happened because she immediately was there. Like, what happened? She's called me from across the country and said, I just had a weird feeling. What's going on? So I've taken to literally, when something happens around our house, I call her and I go, you got a funny feeling? And she's like, yeah, what's up? I don't know if that constitutes scary. I'd have to really do some research. I know I love watching Bailey Sarian's Murder Mystery Mondays, and then Robert Welsh does the spooky stories based off that, and he's the makeup one. And I said when I did the morning skincare thing that I wanted somebody to refer it, tag Hiram or tag Robert in it. No, tag James, James is the one that does skincare. Robert does makeup. They're two of my favorite people to watch. They're a riot. I love their new joint channel. Yeah, I could probably come up with some scary stories. I've been toying with the idea, and tell me what you think of this since I've got you here in your captive audience, sort of. I've been toying with the idea of doing like spooky history and makeup. Because the spooky genre seems to be in. Oh, you ran away? Okay. Well, I am like at just over an hour. So yeah, if you see this later, tell me what you think about the idea of doing like spooky history. Because there's some pretty out there history stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find scary stories, I guess, because I don't know any other than the family stuff. So that's it for today. This is my little glamorous, New Year's Eve look. I will post pictures on Instagram so you can see without the bad camera work. And that's it for now. Ta-ta!